Antonio Pigafetta is Magellan's assistant, and Magellan wants to travel the world with the help of King Charles I of Spain. There are 240 men with them while they sail on the sea. As they walked, they saw a group of people who patiently waiting for them.
Don't move or talk without my permission.
It's March 16 and we arrive at daybreaks in the high island called Zamal, and we travel again in the milk day in another uninhabited island near the first. After they arrive in the island, a group of people gather together to eat dinner. And after they eat dinner, one got away and they follow him to the place where he only knows and get their knees together to pray. The people became very familiar and friendly with us and explained many things to us in their language and told us the names of some islands, which we saw with our eyes before, and the islands called Humunu, where there are two springs of very fresh water, and we name it Watering Place.
There are five trees. There are Gucci and what's there?
Friday on March 22, the people who promised to return came back about midday with the foods they said to bring. The lord of these people was old and had his face painted and had gold ears suspended to his ears which they called soshon, and the others had made bracelets and rings of gold on their arms with a wrapper of lighted round their head. Thursday, 28th of March, we saw a small boat which they called Bulutu, with 8 men inside, which approached the ship of the Captain General. Then a slave of captains, who was Sumatra, otherwise named Tropobama, spoke a Portuguese people who understand his talk and came near to the side of the ship, but they withdrew immediately because they scared to enter the ship. The next day, which was Good Friday, the captain sent on shore the before-mentioned slave, who was our interpreter to the king to beg him money for more provisions of the ship.
He had not come to your country as an enemy but as a friend. He wished to be with you. I feel the same way.
If I would to ask, then your two people come to us.
When I landed, the king raised his hand to the sky and turned to us too, and we did the same as he did. Talking in a sign language.
Pwede ba na ako itusok ang cross sa highest mountain?
Oo, pwede.
Naghandom ko kaning cross ilugar sa inyong bansa. Akong nice ships nga gikan sa Spain para may bawaan nila nga dire migikan. Kung naa sila ibuhaton sa mga tao, ipakita lang tong cross.
Thank you. My people will do it willingly.
For a Gentes ba mo sama sa mong gituhan?
May ga-perform sa unsang okasyon. Ga napataas na namong kamot sa langit kay tawag ang ngalan sa Ginoo. Simple lang makita na sa mga fiction. Wala ko gusto nito na lugar except kung ganting ko or makita na ako igsuot. Wala ba kay mga kontra? Pagsaba lang sa ako og na. Kaya na ako yung mga tao og mga ships. To put under your obedience. Salamat. Naay duha ka island sa inhabitant. Sa ako mga kontra. Kung dili pa oras na takiyon sila. If God permitted me to return, gladly help me. This island I would.
After that, they went together with the two kings to the middle of the highest mountain to plant the cross. And after that, they rest themselves when Antonio Pigafetta asked where was the best spot for obtaining victuals. And the king replied that there were three. It was Ceylon, Zubu, and Calagyan. And Zubu was the largest and most of the traffic. The king afforded pilots to Ferdinand to see the pots, and Ferdinand thanked him.
Would you like all to talk private or in public? Or whether the prince who has come with them had the power to conclude peace?
All of them have their conversation of who's the next king of the country, and everyone should honor and obedience. And Ferdinand Magellan talked about faith in God, and he told them if they wish to be Christian and that a priest would baptize, not because of fear, but because they want. The people here are so gentle. They wear a piece of cloth made from tree, like linen cloth, round their body to cover their natural parts, and they are great drinkers. The women are dressed in three cloth from their waist downwards. Their hair is black and reaches down to the ground. We entered the port of Zubu on April 17, having passed with the villagers. There are so many houses which built on trees. Then we lowered the sails in the fashion in which they are struck when going to fight, and fired all the artillery which the people get frightened.
It was the fashion and custom to fire artillery when they arrived.
The interpreter said to the king of Zubu that his captain was the greatest king of the world, and then the king of Zubu welcomed them. And after that, the people of Zubu gathered together to welcome the new people. And that's the end of the story about First Voyage by Antonio Pigafetta.